Oh, welcome everyone. Hi, Rosie. Modern prelim, 50 seconds. Alright, looks good enough. Alright, pretty solid hand. Got Spell Snare on the draw, and Shoal, and a Belcher, and some lands. No Lotus, but Flooded Strand. Flooded Strand's interesting. I can finally get rid of my beginning of combat step. Hallelujah. So my main change is to have two Harbingers in the main. I cut a Spell Snare and I cut a Into the Flood Maw. 3, 2, 1. Hello, Pepion, and welcome to another stream. I'm your host, yellowhat, and I'm, as always, joined by my wonderful chatters. Hope you're all doing great. All right. Interesting spots. I just want to play a trainer here. Can find another land. Seems fine to play the trainer. You missed the beginning. You missed the first 4 minutes. How will you ever recover? Another Shoal? It's also a 2-mana card to counter a counter spell. Or Whir. This is not a matchup where you need to kill them right away. They can't really get rid of the Belcher once it's in play. On counter on Earth. Extra mana is nice against Spell Pierce and whatnot, though. Hey, Jaikoi. When's your RC, and are you qualified for it? Sorry the sewer deck didn't work out well in the challenge. I was only mean fanny pack. I mean, you were watching the first 2 rounds, right? I just timed out a 1 game and then punted one of the games. I like the deck. I just wanted to play something different, kind of forcing myself to play something different. Yeah, I was worried about that. I got really stressed out and haven't been playing any standard RCQs. Yeah, I mean, it's good to like just take a little time off sometimes. Make sure you're still actually enjoying playing Magic and you're not just going for the motions. Excuse me? You're milling me? I don't know if I would mill the Lotus Bloom Tameshi deck. Not sure what that was about. Why would they not mill themselves? What am I missing? Ah, Surgical Main. Alright, I'll block since I don't have a flare. The Surgical Main is all scary. Do people really do that? I've seen Spellbomb Main. Why not, though? Surgical is really good right now. Yeah, I didn't know I have a Whir in hand. Can't counter it. Jaiko says RRC is March 7 to 9, so I qualified early on, was Fruit of Breach Eldrazi, and I'll probably run it back even though it's unplayable. Yeah, I haven't seen Fruit of Breach be very popular lately. It's mostly just quote-unquote fair Eldrazi. Can I keep going with Breach for the mocks? Are the lists public? He just said that he was playing that. Are we doing a watch party for mocks? I mean, I'll be on for a bit, but the problem is the constructed portion usually starts after. Okay, let's play a Lotus. Not sure we'll get to that point, but... And then... Do you want to play Jwari's Disruption now? Let's save it to back up my Belcher, probably. Alright, I will say these Harbingers would have been, like, unable to scream / Spell Snare. which does seem like would have been better cards right now. Uh-oh. I'm just dead. Yeah, I mean, I ended up kind of mis-sequencing. Like, playing that trainer on turn 2 kind of cost me the game. Looks like they drew 0 counter spells too. Oh no, they had a force. I don't know where that, or that force gets self-mill maybe. Yeah. Looks like I just misplayed. Also got a little unlucky because I didn't hit a land of the trainer. That's kind of unfortunate. I'm at 9, I have 3 cards in their graveyards. Oh, I see this is like not the best matchup for Harbinger. Alright, Spell Snare, Tamiyo, and Disputes all look good. Surgical's all scary. Did you sideboard in this matchup? Should I just trim the counters? Do even one portable hole? Trim the counters, trim Tameshi. May trim Archaeologist. Because it self-mills and makes their surgical better. I think the first Harbinger is almost always good in every matchup. Especially on the play. They might not even expect it, and they don't really want to get basic swamp in play usually. They don't have to. Is portable hole worth it for Frog? I have 4 sources of white, and I already have 3 Spell Snare for Frog, and some Shoals and Dispute. Could just keep in all the counters. I could do like a couple Archaeologists. The mountains for people who have a lot of Boseiju, White Orchid Phantom, all these kind of cards. It's a gamble because you can lose because of it, but it's probably pretty good. Oh yeah, and you do mountain because Belcher literally says if the reveal land card was a mountain, it deals double the damage. So you're more likely to kill them when you hit the mountain. CG champ. I actually lost a game against Belcher the other day where they dealt exactly enough damage. They brought in the mountain and it dealt exactly enough damage to hit the mountain. They hit like mountain after only like 9 cards or 8 cards. And I was at let's just do Tamiyo first. Why mountain over steam vents or the surveillance? White Orchid says specifically basic. And there's Field of Ruin. Dual land is better against Boseiju. I had the dual land a long time ago. Well, last time I played the deck seriously because it was mostly Boseiju. No one was really playing Field of Ruin or White Orchid Phantom. You're gonna play Tameshi and can you share the list you're playing? You know what your list looks like yet? It's kind of unfortunate they get unearthed every time. And I can't even attack. They have 5 cards. Lotus, 3 turns. Hey, Pepe, I'm glad you enjoyed the Source stream yesterday. Yeah, it's a fun deck. Definitely way more fun than Belcher. But I haven't played Belcher in a while, so I want to see. It's a little tough not to have a Lotus in your opening hand in this matchup. The extra mana is just really nice. I'm surprised it didn't like pump. What the hell? I mean, even if you have Oculus. Didn't it miss up on a ton of damage here? Miss out, I mean. Alright, hopefully they don't have Force of Negation. Seven, 8, 9. Okay, so I'm not dead to Fatal Push. I just absolutely Soliar's traded the third Colossus for an Endurance. Why do you need Endurance? Tested Tamiyo a lot in Belcher and I started loving it, so I put one in the main, ended up cutting all of them because I just felt they were just underperforming. What do you mean? Tested, oh. Oh, it's that Tamiyo? Yeah. I think turn one Tamiyo makes sense. Let's see if they have anything. It's worked out. Alright, on the draw, maybe Portable Hole's a bit better. Also, Into the Flood Maw doesn't seem that bad, right? I cut Harbinger on the draw. Yeah, I mean, they don't have that many hard counters. They can't just mulligan a hand that doesn't have a hard counter. They had a reasonable hand. Portable Hole's more for like getting rid of hate pieces than a turn 2 tog, though. I'll do all the shoals. I think maybe I could trim a Whir. Is that too slow? Put Endurance because it lets me rumble Colossus in the grave and feel kind of safe about it. I mean, I never came close to not having, you know. Well, this hand sucks against turn 2 Tog, but it's pretty good otherwise. Because I have turn 3 end of turn weird, and I can get another weird. I'm assuming I'm supposed to keep. Hope I draw a Spell Snare or they don't have Tog. I don't know, maybe they're right. They did have truth in their name. Oh, this sucks. That's probably gonna be pretty tough to beat. It'd be nice to have Unable to Scream in this matchup. Because they don't have card advantage besides their creatures. And it's good against Unearth. Getting pretty unlucky too. I had like Lotus 0 times in my opening hand in 3 games. Maybe I should have mulled. Maybe no Spell Snare, no Lotus. Not even a dispute. Yeah, maybe my hand was just a mull. My hand is really good if they don't have exactly turn 2 Frog. Or some lucky on Earth draw. And obviously I could have just drawn into something good too. Alright, I mean, I'm sure this is gonna get countered, but... Okay. Assuming I'm supposed to do that now, right? I think it could have surgical. We'll have flare now. And then I should just bounce the Lotus. I should just bounce the frog now or wait. Maybe just wait. Can also keep going. I can keep going and cast Seagate. But I have no way to put lands back into play, right, if I do that. I don't have a Colossus. Maybe this deck should have a Colossus in it. I'm at 10. They have potentially 9 damage. I have Sync for that. Like, what's the reason not to play the Sync now? Is that I can fight over it and counter the frog? I don't know. It's pretty close. It's not trivial for them to kill a Tameshi. That's the other thing. If I do it on my turn, I'm not giving them revolt for Fatal Push. I already have 2 push in the yard too. They might not keep all 4. Frog, 9 cards, 9, no. Don't want to flare that, probably not. Trainer. Oh, I don't have white mana anymore. Small detail. Well, this shows like how big of a noob I am with the deck. I guess I could have found a blue-white source. Yeah, okay, bouncing the frog was like super sus. They tried to tell me. Yeah, I mean, you gotta like be more specific. You should realize that by now. It's like in GeoGuessr, right and left works better than east and west. No, I mean, it's not your fault. Obviously, I'm like joking. Well, I'm not joking, but obviously it's not your fault. It's still me just being clueless. Alright, I need to draw a Sync. A Sync or a Whir. Womp womp. Well, no, I guess it's not over. Could still hit a Sync or a Whir. Push Tameshi. And they have 1 card left. They have exactly enough to kill me. What can I hit? I can hit Think. My trainer doesn't resolve. I'm just Dobbs. Classic. Alright, I get Lotus next turn. I get Lotus. Do I want to play Seagate here? Is Seagate for 2 gonna save me ever? The extra mana doesn't do a ton for me. Yeah, 5 mana, they can counter. That's against Hardcast, Force some negation, exactly. Alright, I mean I'm drawing so thin. Yeah, we'll never know if what would have happened if I'd kept my Lotus around. Replicates. That was close. Might have won if I hadn't messed up the Lotus thing. Now it's kind of wild I lost because I didn't find a blue-white dual land. I win this game if one of my lands is blue-white dual lands. Alright, still no Lotus in my opening hand. Like a pretty solid hand nonetheless. Thinking some number of disputes should be flustered to beat Consign heavy decks. Isn't like Whir. I guess I shouldn't board at Whir of Invention against blue decks because of Consign. Alright, I don't think it makes a ton of sense to try and play Archaeologist here because I only have one lands that come in play untapped. I'd have Spell Pierce main deck. Gonna counter what I can. So this is good if I top deck Whir, I use my mana, use my spell. I could just save it for Breach itself. That's good draw. So how does that work? 4 mana. I just want the Whirlwind. The Adam Moxfield Tameshi list. I don't have it anymore. Maybe it's in the Discord, but I'm not sure. This game's looking pretty decent. I guess on hole 8 stops me next turn. All that flare Fallaji. They need a bunch of cards that do stuff. Portable hole in the main. I won my last 2 rounds in the challenge yesterday. I finished 3 and 4. I beat a 4-color Breach Foundry Urza deck, I think. And kind of 4-color artifact, and then I beat I think I beat White Red Energy. Standard Sewer, nice. Is it what mono white? Still mono white mid range was Black Splash. Hmm. Good play, heads up. They're just doing now, right? So Whir, 3 mana, Tameshi, 3 mana. Oh, they don't have red mana up. Well, that makes it easy. They don't have on whole 8 mana up. You could have another Spell Pierce if they play multiple, but still have that on their turn anyways. Didn't know about Belcher in my hand. It's kind of weird to scoop there. But okay. Consign's probably not great. Spell Snare's probably pretty good. Harbinger's probably pretty good. Dispute? Dispute seems all slow. What are they gonna have? They're gonna have Graveyard Hate. Maybe Pithing Needle. Their own counters. They can sign. Oh, 4-color doesn't play heat. Really? Put green shell in paper. I meant to ask you, is Genesis Wave fixes any of the deck's problem? Wasn't the deck's problem getting to the late game and stuff? It does. Oh, they're gonna have to Teferi too. Spell Snare's counters Breach, but Dispute counters Teferi. And Emery. Probably want all the Disputes portable hole. I think I want all the Harbingers, even on the draw. It was easier to trim cards with the other version. This version's kind of impossible. I guess you just trim Flare and Archaeologist. Is that what you're supposed to do? Like, what else can you cut? And Shoals, just trim a bit of that stuff. No Spell Snare in this matchup. No Breach answer. Counters Rumble too. I'll trim 2 more cards for 2 Spell Snare. It's a good Breach answer, but it's sucks against Teferi. It's also awkward because it's kind of face up. They cut Rumble. I was not cutting too many Rumbles in any matchup, really. I mean, it's too brutal. It was my hand to play Seagate here, I think. You got a memory. That's a great draw. Untap lands? Nope. Dispute, another Whir, another land. Another land doesn't make a ton of sense. Probably just Dispute. We're playing max on tap, right? Seagate, the 1/4, and sink. They have bubble in the yard. You can have it, I guess. The mill grinding station and might. It's unfortunate. Might is gonna be a pain. That's good. Could counter the might, maybe. Could have hardcast dispute here, actually. That might have been a decent play. I messed up. Should have hardcast dispute. I mean, I kind of just lose now, right? Kind of soft locked. I mean, if I had disputed the Haywire Might, that Consign would have still gotten me goods. I hope the black deck is really out for my bad decks like blue black and energy. I think it's pretty good against blue black and it's fine against energy. White Mountain in the sideboard because it's for a Knight, White Orchid Phantom, and Boseiju. And then you deal double damage if you hit the mountain. Do we need a command, Vian? Do we need a mountain command? I think the white-black deck's legit good. I don't think it has like bad matchups either. I guess Temur Breach, I think it's probably a bad matchup. Even though on paper it doesn't look like it should be that bad. You're just a little slow to get going. It was funny, I was watching Ritzy and he made top 8. He was streaming yesterday. He made top 8 and it was funny because he lost in the top 8 to Levunga, which is whom I've timed out against round 1. Just revolving doors kind of moment. Sorry, Ritzy. You hate playing in sets. Yeah, I mean, Death and Taxes is just pretty miserable to play against, for sure. I guess at this point I just Whir for Lotus and hope to draw Tameshi, right? That's my plan. I could wait till I get to 7 mana, but by the time I get to 7 mana, they might have just drawn more of the goods. I did good against blue black because the black overlords. If you resolve the black overlords, I mean your cards are all annoying. You have fatal push. Oh, the blue black deck's just not that good. So I'm not. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. It's a good deck, I guess, but like look at the cards. All your cards are pretty like push is good. Emperor of Bones annoying. If you ever like, they don't have a lot of ways. If you're on the play with a white black deck and you have turn to Overlord, the Spell Pierce doesn't work, Force doesn't work, Spell Snare doesn't work, and then the game becomes like really hard. And all right, I think I'm just supposed to cast that now. Oh, also like Ether Vial, yeah, it can just be a huge issue. Nature's Claim. I gained 4 life. Wow, nice. All right, Tameshi. Tameshi plays. Portable Hole in Mind. They're just gonna destroy the Portable Hole in response. It's just better to have a Lotus in the yard in case I hit the Tameshi. Oh yeah, yeah. Blue black with slash white black. Yeah, no. Hasn't been my experience. It hasn't been Edgar's experience. If you listen to the podcast, you would know that. Clearly, you haven't been listening to the podcast. Maybe I should sack Archaeologist, play around Dispute. WinCon. Oh, I'd have Replicate again? That's pretty good. Yeah, if you want to check out the podcast, we basically go over all of Modern right now in 1 hour. Shilling just when Cancer raids me. Canister, thanks for your raid. Hope the the warm-up cube drafts were encouraging. I'll be rooting for you this weekend. I heard you said you told people what you were playing. They countered both triggers because this has replicate, so they just countered one of the triggers was Consign, and then another trigger was the replicate ability. Yeah, card's really good in this matchup, but I will say I've had a... Maybe I just ran really bad. We were talking about it. I was telling Eddie on the podcast as well that I lost a lot of games against Belcher with Consign. They just go Whir for Lotus and then Tameshi, Whir again. Maybe it's just not that common, and I've just been running like horrendous with my consigns. I was saying like you should use, especially if you have multiple consigns in hand, you should use them pretty aggressively on this is gonna be bad. They're probably gonna get needle or something now. If you have two consigns in the early game, you should consider using one of your consign on their 2-drop trigger sometimes. Depends on your hand and stuff, but I had games where I didn't do that, and then I just ended up losing to Whir of Invention. But thinking about it, sounds kind of unlikely. But in Stream... No, Stream Decker just leaves. I have to, like, ask Stream Decker to rejoin all the time. Also, I'm not sure I updated the list right now. Alright, let's see if they have the needle. Even just, there we go. Even just like a Solgat Lantern would be pretty annoying here. Alright, they have a clock too. This game's... Tameshi would still be pretty decent draw. I'll use my dispute at this point. Maybe I should use Disrupting Shoal. I think your own needle would be kind of nice in this matchup. I'll play one more turn. I like runner outs, maybe. Probably not though. I need to draw Tameshi into Whir, and I can Whir Portable Whole Needle. But they still have might if I do that. Yeah, I think I'm just drawing dead. When you cited mountains, Knight of White Orchid Phantom. Someone was a lot of Boseiju. Alright, don't want to change anything. I think I want Tamiyo on the play. A Disrupting Shoal is not that great. And the flares are just, maybe I want to do all the archaeologists. Shoal's kind of nice because it counters their engines. More Shoal perhaps. If you counter breach, your only way is constructs will give you time to combo. Well, the problem with your reasoning is that it's bad against what happened last game. Like, time doesn't matter, because if they have an Emery or a Tamiyo going, they just get ahead on cards, and they have enough interaction between might, needle, counters, etc. You know, they have enough interaction that if they're drawing 2 cards a turn and you're drawing 1 card a turn, it doesn't matter how long you survive. You can just never win. Why not Island? Because of Charbelcher stacks, doubles the damage on Mountain. Okay, they have the nuts. It's on fire. Oh no, because of Lotus. Sorry, I'm gonna flip that anyways. I think I've had Lotus in my opening hand 0 times in 6 games. I recommend having Lotus in your opening hand with this deck. Wait, did I have it last game? Or was last game turn 2? Am I lying? I'm lying. I had it turn 1 last game. Fraud. Salt, yeah.
The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent, the air is salt.
I don't know, I mean, it's just good to try and keep track, because obviously, like, I'm not going to play a million games with this deck, and I don't want to be like, oh, I went 1 free, the deck is bad or something, if you just never have your best draws. Turn 2 kill, and I don't have a counter. To be fair, I mean, I guess technically Tamiyo would have been good. They ran the nice reverse chains, by the way. After game 1, they said, hate this matchup, just feels so powerless, just tool me. I don't even know why they say that. They have, like, plenty of tools to, like, fight back and stuff. And obviously, they just, like... Seems so slow on the draw when you don't have Lotus Bloom or Whir. J'ai horreur des push qui traînent en main contre certains match-up. Il y a quasiment aucun match-up où push ça traîne en main. Maybe 1-2 will be good enough. I don't even win. I don't even have Tameshi. Lotus draw Tameshi. This thing maybe for a turn. Games like this, Belcher looks so bad. I mean, maybe I was supposed to mulligan. Like the deck mulligans well. It's kind of funny. I wasn't gonna do it. I thought it was pretty rude, like, to just come in my chat and ask when another streamer comes online. I feel like Ban's all aggressive, but probably not missing out on much. If there is spike chatter, we're probably not missing out on much anyways in the first place. No offense to Spike. Alright, I'm not sure how I live here, Dutch static prison, etc., but I win next turn. I mean, if they don't have static prison, if they don't have a Johnny bombardment, if they don't have bombardment, they need to have like literal nothing in hand for me to win. These flares have looked kind of bad overall. Just wish it was unable to scream or Pact of Negation. Does make me want to try like no archaeologist, no flare, and then some preordains and a few other things. I don't know. I keep saying that. I don't even know it. I know just people say like some of my viewers say like how Spike's stream is unsufferable, but I'm not even sure why or if it's true. Probably not very nice to Spike for me to keep saying that over and over again. Didn't bounce a prism. It's funny how the -2, -0 is still great here. I could hit that. No. Can I get the other one back? No. I don't even know. What do they have these days? They have like Orim's Chance, Surgical.
Yellow hat pigeon, yellow hat pigeon, yellow hat pigeon.
No Force of Negation. It's not very good in this deck. It's almost on. It's good against exactly like Static Prison. Voos, thanks for the 8 months. Appreciate it. Alright, I guess I'll just cut the archaeologists and most of the flares, something like that. And bring in like kind of the 1-for-1 interaction. 3 Spell Snare. Really 1 Spell Snare still. Let's try 2 archaeologists, 2 Spell Snare. Let's see. I'll save Tamiyo for now. We'll see. Maybe I'll show the 1-drop. If it's Ocelot Prides. Yeah, just back up my combo. Yeah. Oof, Ragavan. I can't believe it was a Ragavan. Not impressed by their Thoughtseize. It takes Seagate, but I have Archaeologist to find another land. Probably just take Archaeologist at this point. Depends, I guess. Really depends on what they have. Take Whir and Surgical Whir, they have that. It's nice that Ragavan doesn't have a ton of hit in this matchup. Great idea. I don't know. It's some might. Well, I did it back in the day. I'm not sure what you're getting at there. Just nonsense. They stack the treasure for it. I'm gonna have to show the flage here. Show the front side of the flage. You like the counter there? Infinite time has been called. Looks like I win a federal lands or Tameshi. Half my deck. No, like a third of my deck. Or maybe I shouldn't board out Archaeologists in this. Now that they're back on Ragavan, especially. Never lucky. I'm assuming Into the Flood Maw is what I want. Just cast the Belcher here. They have disenchants, right? What did I not take? What's my other option? There's another Whir? No. Bounce, Prison, Win? What? I don't know if they have actual disenchants in their deck. And I still need to draw a land next turn to be able to like... But if I play it now, I play around Orim's chance. Why did I even cast the trainer, actually? I figured it was kind of a free roll, because I would hit a land, worst case, but... I guess not. Do I want to balance Goblin Shaman here? So that they're out of mana. And I take less damage. Or should I bounce the Flage next turn? Yeah, I guess casting that trainer was just a mistake, probably. Hmm. Parce que j'aurais pu juste faire ça pour un autre Lotus et avoir 9 mana le tour d'après. Harbinger. Harbinger could have been Archaeologist, maybe. Alright, pretty good sign that their first play is cast Flage. Now I need to dodge Orim's Chant and Reprieve. I said Disenchant on my Lotus is also decent. I have to draw on tap land. Oh wow. Wait, he couldn't have done that pre-combat. Just kill me with Guide of Soul. They didn't have the mana. They just spunt. Looks like they had it, but... Reflare and... What else can I cut? Do you ever just cut Tameshi? I feel like I want to draw Tameshi every game, I just never have it. But they have Discharge in their deck. Hey, DCB. Yes, base yourself on sample size of 2 matches. Clearly the deck's unplayable if I'm O2. Oh, look at that. Portal hole and I can cast it. 149, I think. 149 for Lotus in my opening hand, though. I'm keeping track, like people who keep track of the die rolls they win. Get rid of the Pride or the Johnny. Johnny's worse if they have Static Prison. I think I'm gonna do Prides. This is bad if they have like another Johnny or Bombardment, but so be it. Pride not close. Yeah, I mean, if they have another Johnny, I'm probably kind of screwed. Just gotta hope for the best. Worked out. Okay, one now. Shoal or sink. Orderly Plaza. These Azorius people, just so orderly. I could have Charm Dance. It's not even that bad because I have Flare in hand. That was a good draw. This Teamer Eldrazi, good choice. We didn't talk about it much because it's one of the few decks that we haven't played much at all. So I'm not too sure, honestly. Not sure what I need to worry about here. Do they have anything? Should I do it in their upkeep? Is it ever relevant? Might as well, right? Not my cup of tea. No, I mean, I just like get emotionally attached. You know, it's just, I could see myself just playing Eldrazi, thinking it's fun and tuning it and stuff. Alright, we got one. I'll ask. Why not, right? I told them if they ever want to scoop after the match, because I'm 1-2. And they're 0-3, so they're playing for nothing. You can do that as long as you're not asking for or offering compensation. Gabriel won 2 challenges in a row. Wow. Ragsy boy. Ragavan not the greatest against a double 2-drop hand. And I want to die roll. Still no Lotus, but 1-4-10. So what makes more sense here? Shoal plus Whir is a free counter. Spell Snare. Could get Whir. I could get. Getting Lotus is good if I draw untap land. Or Tameshi. And then playing Archaeologist better otherwise. Feels like I can take a pretty safe line here. Well, not have to worry about Static Prison. Hold up Snare? Yeah, but if you hold up Snare, do you shock? So you have the option of snaring or whirring. Or do you play Archaeologist and shock? Or do you play tap land and just say go with 2 mana? There's still a lot of options. I also have to worry about Static Prison. Shoal plus Snare deals with Static Prison. Thing is, if I have to Shoal plus Whir, Then all of a sudden I'm really soft to Static Prison. I'm just gonna Archaeologist. Got another Belcher. That's not good. That's like the worst hit. Is Bombardment a 2-turn clock? Okay, I'm just gonna play that tapped. Hope they don't have Bombardment, and then maybe Bombardment's not a 2-turn clock. I could do some math. Probably should have done the math before casting Archaeologists. Serie of ON. Gabron? Is that like a DN joke, Macy? Alright, decisions. Fable's okay, right? I'm gonna let them have Fable. Ah, do Tameshi. Is that lethal? That's just lethal, right? That's how the deck works. Or they could have main deck Surgical. Yeah, they let you know about the Belcher because of the O3. Alright, on the draw, I want all the cheap stuff. And then 1 or 2 Harbingers. And then what did I trim? I trimmed an Archaeologist, a Flare, maybe a second Flare. Maybe only 1 Harbinger on the draw. Oh no, I don't want the Spell Snares. That's what I did. Only I found all the 2 drops because I have Tamiyo too. I'll do a Furt Flare. Oh, Cabron. Yeah, I was gonna say Gabron as well. It's in between Gab and Cabron, but that makes sense. Oh, my back is like not hurting really anymore. Yoga. It works. Highly recommend yoga. People have their back hurts a bit, or feet hurt, or almost any part of your body, really. Canister, do you do yoga? Mox competitor, Piotr Glukowski. Why one mountain? Because people play Boseiju and Wet Orchid Phantom and these kind of cards. So you want to land, and then mountain's the best one because if you hit mountain, Belcher doubles the damage. How do you recommend what? Yoga. You do yogurt? Yogurt's pretty decent if you're not lactose intolerant. Do you have Shoal? No. No Yol. Macy has an important announcement. I would like you all to know that my cat, Biako, is a very big boy, and if you go to Gab's Discord, you can see him. Wow. Say no more. Is he in the meme sections or live stream chat? Oh, he's so cute. I wish I had a pet. Did you spell a what? Are you trolling me, Mr. Sanderson? Be careful in postcats. Yoga. Am I saying it weird? Oh, they actually hit? It's kind of gas with Flage. They got a Thoughtseize and they Melt Season Pyro. Yikes. Might still be okay, but they have 1 energy right now. Another Lotus for turn 6.
Not like this.
I mean, thing is, these cards are pretty. I mean, all these cards are pretty useless. This thing's gonna die. I'm gonna lose my Belcher. I mean, I guess I'll take the blue card, but I don't know. I guess it's Lotus turn 5 actually. Maybe I should have taken the Lotus. I guess I just flare just for the 1 energy. Is that worth it? Damn if you do, damn if you don't. I mean, a lot of these games, I just wish I had Impulse at Tamiyo in my top 4 there. That was actually the card I wanted out of these 4. Oh, whose Husky is that? So cute. Even cuter than Miyako. Sorry, Macy. Oh no, that's your dog too, Macy? Wow. Just, you got all the cute pets. Chrono. Oh, they didn't Thoughtseize me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Icon Shock. That does redirect Thoughtseize. Change Thoughtseize target to Specimen. That's not gonna work. Alright, I guess I'm just supposed to do that. Was shocking, just shocking playing the 1/4 strictly better? These flares have been really bad for me. Not really bad, but pretty bad. Basically just keep wishing it had cheap interaction. You know what would have been good this game? Harbinger here would have been good. I'm gonna bring them all in on the play. I only kept 1 on the draw. Yeah, I just wish I had more unable to scream, honestly. Especially now that they don't have the Wandering Eyes, they have Season Power and Fable to get some card and beat your 1-for-1, but also dead to Arena of Glory here. I used to play 2 Scream main deck before the BNR. Haven't played much Belcher recently. Yeah. I used to have 1 or 2, I think. You know what would just be good? Like, yeah, Preordain would just be probably... Preordain makes a ton of sense with Tameshi. I keep saying Impulse. Or really Preordain. Alright, I need... So Belcher doesn't work anymore? I need Tameshi. Exactly. I wonder if I have enough mana to cast Tameshi and Seagate and Belcher. Whir of Invention. Alright, let's see. Don't want to change anything. Let's trim another flare. Add another archaeologist and do all the harbingers. And then as I'm adding creatures, I'm gonna do only 2 archaeologists, 2 flare. Alright, great hands. I can draw a creature to go as that flare. Ooh, tempting. Very tempting. That plane's kind of unfortunate. They drew their basic planes. Okay. Hopefully they don't have Ocelot Pride. We don't have Pride here. Should be in a decent spot. Rip. Do error not shock here? Is that really silly? Really silly. I'm going to Prague, yeah. I'm doing commentary. Salut Bouz. J'ai vu les titres de ces articles, j'ai pas lu les. J'ai pas vu ce que c'était l'arnaque Brad Pitt. Et j'ai vu ça passer. Great midweek metagame episode, although I'm still stuck deciding between Belcher or Breach from IRC. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much info we can give in 1 hour. Also, it's not like. I mean, I haven't been playing like tens of games every day, so it stays like pretty general for the most part. But hopefully it could help a bit. Dash Dragavan. They could be baiting. They could have like land Thoughtseize. Could have also just used Veil. Maybe Veil's bid better in that spot than Jwari. I didn't even think. Just tunnel visions. I guess you play Trainer first here. Another Lotus. Yeah, his version has a lot of creatures. Well, Veil's not gonna be just as good because now they have the energy, right? Let's see. I guess I'll suspend that because why not? I'll replay Seagate. Just to go. Seems hard to go wrong was Teamer Bridge has like I don't know. When I play against Belcher, it's always impressive, but Teamer Bridge too. And I feel like if you have good sideboard plans, well thought out sideboard, you should be able to deal with most of the hate people are going to be throwing at you. Seems worth countering. Alright, I'm not going to make the same mistake. I actually need white mana in play to keep the Tameshi loop going. Gotta hope they don't have a discharge here. Playing mono blue Tron. Ooh. Is that better than the green version? Seems unlikely. When do they have the energy anyways? Well, no, they don't get the token, right? I prevent the lifelink, they don't get the token, and then they have one less energy. Why don't you take free damage and play Thundertrap? What? It's not just taking free damage, it's like one less land in play. Was that worth it? Yeah, you might be right that it's worth it. Alright, I need... let's see. How much mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then what? It's 2 per land. So I have 13 mana. So I have exactly enough for tapped and... Alright, let's do that already. See what... 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, well, that makes it easy. So how much did I have? 10, 13, I'm at 15 even. Let's get max mana so I don't mess it up. I have disruption mana up. Alright, I didn't need the Quartzy Scoop. GG. All right, let's